And hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. It's your host, Marley Startle. And before we conclude the sort of Gates of Hell period of the channel so far, until more DLC and custom maps come out or I get bored, we'll be now covering the Skirmish mode. So, in the single player, and I suspect in the multiplayer, they've released a couple more different campaigns called the German Skirmishes, USSR Skirmishes, and the Finland Skirmishes, which are effectively sort of assault squad style missions where you have a certain set of capture points to take, which unlock more units, and as time goes on, the enemy gets stronger, leading from tactical engagements to general offensives. Now this will be waveform, so I'll cut this down, let's show you the best parts, what I think of the game mode, and whether or not it's worth a look at towards the end. But without further ado, let us go and find a map. Well, boys, I couldn't find a multiplayer game, so it looks like I'll be a single player boy. So unless you want to play with friends, that's maybe a bit of a problem for you. So just bear that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, as to that you've got to probably organise it with some friends, or just hope for the best and wait some time in the lobby. So I waited for about 5 minutes or so, and I couldn't find a cooperative game. It is the DLC, mind you, but it looks like it'll be a single player example for now, but I can see this being fun with friends. I do remember the assault squad being quite fun to play with, cooperative on the flags. Okay. Welcome to the city named after our great leader. This is a field HQ. It must remain in our control. Understood. Comrades, you have to be in control of the flanks if you want to push further into the city. Secure the key locations in the area by limiting pockets of resistance. Understood. What is this? Is this a supply wagon? Oh wow, that's a lot of troops. A lot of troops. What have we got here? Let's call it SU, why not? Let's call some infantry. Or medic. Let's call an infantry squad. And then let's call a MG. The battle begins. I'm taking control. Damn straight. This SU is being a bit of a nightmare. Stop trying to show your rear to the enemy. Clear the trenches, comrades. Oh, lovely stuff. Much more tactical level, especially early on. Yeah, you can see the tactical aspect of it, much more slower pace. The Red Army pushes through the streets of Moscow. Well, not Moscow, Stalingrad, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's a slower pace kind of battle. Very much impressed it. Very much impressed. I do enjoy this sort of slower pace. I think what put me off the old assault squad was just like when you take 1 point and you get attacked by hordes, but it looks like it's a bit more slow and steadier, which I quite enjoy. It's not just, you know, just getting mown down. I suspect there will be a counterattack at some stage, but I like how it's giving me time to actually get up. Go for it, comrade! There we are, we got it. We got it. Give me some assault tappers. Ooh. 2 bad shots, but we should be able to get him in the next one. Nearly. That needs to go quickly. Lucky. Got lucky. I don't think so, Tommy. And there's a push on the left as well. Well, that got knocked out. Let's move an infantry squad over on the left, because I do know we are starting to get some pressure on the left. More to get rid of the dug-in emplacements, infantry to push. Yeah, not bad. Infantry to really just sort of spot. KV1, okay, now the game's won. Now the game's over. We can go home now. And everyone's low on ammo there. Have I got an ammo truck? Do. Let's move this ammo truck over here. It actually hit. I'd be amused if it did. It's a bad place to be. Alright, start advancing. You guys start smoking. Actually don't bother. Then I've got to knock this out first, and then I can move forward. Nah, it's not going to work. I can live with a broken turret. That's good. Get one of the boys to repair it. There we are, look at that hurrah charge. Charge through the smoke, boys. Knock out that AT gun. Can't even see the AT gun because it's covered in smoke. You know the drill. Blow this fucker up. Did I lose one of my KVs? No, I didn't. Right. I just need to get rid of the mortars because the mortars are screwing me up. Oh, look at that! Oh. Nice. The waves! The human waves! I need to go to turbo mode because of how laggy it's getting. Go, go, go! I do love conscript troops, just sheer numbers of them. Oh, it's so cinematic, I love it. And then over here we've got some sort of position. Oh, a mega artillery spot. Nothing I'm too worried about. I don't think that was a good idea for you boys. So, that was pretty good fun. I enjoyed that. So this is the other list of skirmish levels which you can play as, which are not story driven and they're sort of a bit sandboxy. So initially you start off rather tactically. You've got to be rather careful of your troops and move them cautiously forward, but as you capture more areas and as long as you're quite conservative at the start, you can eventually start getting into rather large, rather fun gameplay. I did enjoy the push and pull and the idea of having to sort of control the lines with anti-tank guns and things like that. So I did feel sometimes I was risking being overrun and losing a position, so it was a healthy balance on normal. And eventually, once you get to that sort of main sort of terminal velocity with the KV-1s, you're going to have a really fun time just overrunning the German AT guns using the mortars and that. I really do find that a really interesting and fun level to play. I can't complain in the slightest. Yeah, so the skirmish mode is what says on the tin. The only things I would say is, of course, if you do get overrun or if you do get pushed off or cap, it can be probably pretty difficult to come back from. Bearing in mind that I think as you progress, I started seeing stronger and stronger enemy equipment. So it's one of those things where you've got to be quite aware. It is forgiving to an extent, but if you get beyond the point of no return, you're sort of going to be done for. I thought it was a pretty fun level. I quite enjoyed it. I can't complain. And I quite like the skirmish mode, especially as the level progresses and you get more troops. I like the aura. I didn't find the points too constrictive, especially later on in the level. And because you got points back for destroying enemy equipment, I felt like there was a reward to an extent for knocking out enemy emplacements and things to that effect. Meaning that, of course, if you did destroy a very powerful tank, you could, of course, use the points to come back from and recover. No, altogether, a pretty strong performance on that. Yeah, I can't complain. So that was just one of the skirmish levels. No Land Beyond the Volga. Of course, you've got Operation Bag Ration and the German skirmishes, Moscow, Mamiev, Kurgan, Kharkov, and of course the Finnish one, Holkaniemi or something like that. Yeah, so you got a varied list of skirmish missions. Will be fun with friends to play co-op with. Not too difficult, but it's pretty much the same as the other skirmish levels and the other skirmish in the other sort of Men of War Assault Squad games, where if you take the first couple of points and you hold them, the level gets progressively easier and funner. But if you get pushed off from, or if you struggle, if you lose too many men at the start, then you can have a bit of a difficult time advancing, and it goes from sort of troop conservation to all-out war, which I found pretty fun. I think altogether a pretty fun multiplayer co-op thing to play with. Anyway, boys and girls, I will leave you with that, and thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Adieu.